Welcome to week 1 of our body blasting workout program here at Totem Life Science. I'm Pam Mazzuca Prebeg from Canadian Living. This 6-week program is designed to help you establish a regular workout routine, whether you're a beginner or a veteran when it comes to working out. Our first exercise we're going to start with is jumping jacks. This is a great way to get your heart rate pumping and your body temperature up. You're going to start with your feet together, hands by your sides. You're going to take a jump out to the side as you simultaneously bring your arms above your head. And then you're going to bring everything back together. And you're going to continue doing this for 3 to 5 minutes to get your heart rate up and a light sweat going. Now that you're warmed up, we're going to start with a downward dog. You're going to get down on all fours with your knees directly underneath your hips and your hands slightly forward of your shoulders. From here, you curl your toes under, spread your fingertips, and evenly distribute your weight amongst your fingers. You're going to lift your knees up and push your sitting bones up towards the ceiling, keeping your knees slightly bent and bring your heels down towards the ground. You're going to push yourself forward and look through your hands and at your knees. You're going to hold this position for 5 deep breaths. Next, we're going to stretch out the front of your thigh with a quadriceps stretch. You're going to shift your weight slightly over your right leg. You're going to bend your left knee, bringing your left heel up towards your bum and gripping your ankle with your left hand. From here, you're going to bring your knees together and push your hips forward. The key to this stretch is pushing your hips forward and looking straight ahead. Next, we're going to do the pigeon stretch. This is a great way to stretch out your glutes and your hips. From your knees, you're just going to bring your hands onto the ground. You're going to bring your left knee through your hand and rest the outside of your left shin on the ground so that it lines up with the top of your mat. From here, you're going to slowly slide your right leg straight out behind you, making sure that it's not over to the left. And you're going to try to get the front of your right thigh on the mat, keeping your hips square to the front of the mat again. If you feel a pretty good stretch here, you can stay here. If you want more of an intense stretch, simply walk your hands forward, bringing your chest towards the ground, and you can rest here. Remember, it shouldn't be painful, just a nice stretch. Next, we're going to do a chest stretch. This is a great way to open up your chest and improve your posture, especially with all the time that we spend in front of the computers. What you're going to do is you're just going to bring your forearm, rest it against the wall, and turn away from your hand. You can change the angle of the stretch by bringing your elbow up higher or lower. Just find a place where you feel comfortable and hold that stretch. Next, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. This is great if you have a lot of tension in your upper back or neck. So what you're going to do is you're going to come from your hands and knees. Your hands should be slightly forward of your shoulders and your knees should be directly underneath your hips. You're going to take your right hand, slide it underneath your body towards the left, and drop your shoulder so that the right side of your head and your right shoulder are on the ground. And you're just going to push back with your left hand. And you should feel a stretch. Next, we're going to finish up with a hip flexor stretch. This is great because we do a lot of sitting in our daily lives and it'll really open up the front of your hip. So from your knees, you're going to bring your right foot forward so that your right foot is directly underneath your right knee. You're going to square up your hips to the front. And the key here is just to tilt your bum underneath you. So you're just going to tilt and lean forward. If this is a good stretch here, just hang out here. If you want more of an intense stretch, take your left hand, reach it up and over to the side. You can also place your right hand on your hip and just hold. So that's it for week 1 of our body blasting workout program here at Totem Life Fitness. Thanks for joining us at CanadianLiving.com. I'm Pam Mazzuca Prebeg, and we'll see you next week.